Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about new contract, Istisna contract. What is Istisna contract? Istisna means asking someone to construct, build, or manufacture an asset. In Islamic finance, Istisna is generally a long-term contract whereby a party undertakes to manufacture, build, or construct an asset, with an obligation from the manufacturer or producer to deliver them to the consumer upon completion. In practice, the key advantage of an istisna contract is that it can be provide flexibility to the customer where payment can be made in installments linked to project completion, at delivery or after project completion. In contrast to istisna, for salam contract, the payment has to be made in full in advance, and the infrastructure project are the main examples of istisna application. This includes construction of power plants, factories, roads, schools, hospitals, building, and residential development. The parties to an istisna contract, the producer or the manufacturer, or either the bank or the financier, and the customer, purchaser of the good. In addition, the contract of istisna is applicable for various industrial projects which can be manufactured according to given specification. For example, the istisna contract can be used for housing finance. If the client seeking financing to construct the house at his open land, the Islamic bank may undertake to construct the house on the basis of istisna contract. Likewise, the contract of istisna can be employed in advanced technology industries and in manufacturing of equipment such as aircrafts, automobiles, ships, and factory equipments. As we discussed in the previous, it is not necessary in istisna contract that financier himself construct the asset. He can enter into a parallel istisna contract with a third party. Generally, the Islamic bank uses the parallel istisna contract as they don't have the required expertise to construct or manufacture the asset themselves. In the following, we explain the both istisna contract in order to get the complete picture. The type of istisna contract. The first one is classical istisna or normal istisna. The classical istisna contract has been discussed by the jurists and Sharia scholars in fiqh literature. The type of istisna or this type of istisna involves only two contracting party, namely the buyer, also known as the mustasni, and the seller, also known as a manufacturer or sani. The classical istisna has the following mechanism. Here the first one. The customer or the buyer approaches the manufacturer to construct a specific asset for him. They agree on specification of the asset, the price, and the date of delivery at the time of contract execution. The customer pays the price to manufacturer in cash or installment according to their agreement. After the completion of manufacturing process, the manufacturer delivers the completed asset to the customer on a delivery date. This is the first type of istisna, classical istisna or normal istisna. And the second type of istisna is called parallel istisna. The parallel istisna contract involves three parties and it consists of two separate contracts. The first contract is between the ultimate purchaser and the seller. The seller means Islamic bank, where the Islamic bank as seller is responsible to deliver the asset to customer according to the given specification. The second istisna contract is between this Islamic bank and the manufacturer of the asset. The following steps is involved in parallel istisna contract. The first one, The customer wants to purchase a certain asset to be manufactured or constructed, for example, a house, and approaches the Islamic bank for financing. The Islamic bank, as a seller or a manufacturer, enter into istisna contract with the customer. The price is determined as bank cost plus profit margin. The Islamic bank enter into the parallel istisna, which means the second istisna contract with the contract to construct the asset as per the agreed specification with the customer. The fourth, the Islamic bank pay the cost of construction to the contractor in the second istisna contract. After the completion of manufacturing process, the Islamic bank deliver the asset to the customer, which means the ultimate buyer, upon the delivery date. Sometimes the Islamic bank appoints the contractor as its agent to deliver the asset to the customer on its behalf. The customer pays the price of istisna asset to the Islamic bank in form of installment or the lump sum according to their agreement. This is called parallel istisna. And thank you. Study well.